Hi everyone, so I'm in a little bit of a different background today just because everything is packed and the house looks like a complete disastrous mess, but everything's packed and we're moving in a couple of days, which is really exciting. But I prefer the white background anyway. I'm a huge fan of just the plain white background, so that's what we're going for today. Let me know what you think. But I asked on Facebook yesterday whether or not you'd like me to do a video about getting your feet ready for summer, and loads of you replied back and said that you would, so that's what I'm going to do. And the lovely thing about this is that I know it's kind of a gross topic. Nobody likes to talk about feet. It's not exactly kind of the nicest subject. And then the other thing is, I'll tell you a little secret. On YouTube they are a lot of people that have a bit of a foot fetish, and every time you mention feet you always get really weird comments. So that's the reason that I decided that I wasn't going to film this in a kind of tutorial manner, because I didn't want to kind of attract that sort of attention. But I'm going to talk you through some steps and products that will ensure that your feet look great this summer, and it's a real confident boost. I'm really funny about having nice looking feet, having a nice looking pedicure. I feel like it just really kind of makes me feel more confident, and especially when your feet have been neglected all winter. And don't lie, I know you've been neglecting yours too. It's very nice to just kind of really up the ante and make sure that they're in great shape for summer. So the first thing you want to do is really look at the state of your feet. Now, if your feet are really badly cracked, I would suggest going to see a professional and getting a professional pedicure, because sometimes that's the only method that can actually work. But if you want to do it at home and your feet are just a little bit neglected, then the first thing you want to do is start by exfoliating your feet. This is really important. Now, there's two different methods. The standard kind of filing method. Now, you can use something like this, which is just a foot file, or you could use something like the ped egg. I personally don't like the ped egg. I feel like it just makes the skin rougher and it makes it come back even quicker. I like using something like this more often than something a little bit heavy duty that's metal. So just kind of file your feet, file all the dead skin off. And then another option is more of a chemical exfoliant. And this one right here is by Avon, and these are the Footworks Pedi Peel pads. Now what these basically are just kind of little pads that look like this. So a very kind of textured pad, and you rub them on your feet, and they've got different kinds of acid in them that's going to eat away at the dead skin cells. So it saves you having to do all the kind of heavy grinding, even though I do feel like that does have a better effect. These are nice to use after you've done that, just to get a really smooth finish. So once you've done that, then you can go ahead and make sure you've gotten rid of all the dead skin on your feet and use a nice foot scrub. I don't have one to hand because it is packed, but I like to just use my usual body scrub, but I'll pick one that's really grainy, or alternatively you can make your own just using any essential oils that you like and some sugar, which is what I do a lot of the time, just to get your feet feeling really clean and pampered and lovely. And then you want to address the nails. Now, nails on feet can be a little bit weird. We've all got different shapes, different sizes. Some people have longer toes, some people have shorter toes. It is quite difficult to be able to tell what you should be doing. But my favourite method is, first of all, to use standard nail clippers. I know everybody knows what they look like, but these are nail clippers. These are the ones that I use. And I just like to clip my nails in a straight line. Make sure you do it in a straight line. Don't round the edges, because that will cause you to have kind of like an ingrown toenail, which is really painful. Not that I've ever had one, but so I've heard. I like to do that, and then to file my toenails to get a really kind of professional salon result, I personally like using this, which is an electric nail file that you would use for acrylic nails. Now, some people may find this a little bit damaging, but I've got really strong toenails, so it's not damaging for me at all. And basically this comes with a little set of heads. You can buy these in loads of different places. I think I got mine from Amazon a couple of years ago, but they come with loads of different heads. So you've got like a large filing head, a buffing head, loads of different little heads, and then what you can do is just file your nails, and it's battery operated, so you put a head in. I'll show you. For example, you just pop this little head in right here and turn the switch on, and it just does all the work for you, and it gives a really, really professional, smooth, lovely result, and you can pick them up for about £10 on Amazon, so search for that. Then I like to make sure that I address my cuticles. I'm a huge cuticle Nazi, if that's even a term. I like to make sure my cuticles are always looking good, and I don't ever cut my cuticles. I feel like that is something that you really shouldn't do, and it just encourages your cuticles to grow back even more jagged and dry looking. I just like to push my cuticles back, and what I do is I apply cuticle oil. Now there's two here that I really, really love. The first one is by Nevo, and it's a Dead Sea Spa brand, and this is just like a little rollerball cuticle oil, and it's just got loads of different oils in it. It's got a little rollerball applicator, and you can just roll it onto your cuticles and massage it in. And then this one is a newer one, and this is the Viridine, I think that's how you pronounce it, Ultimate Beauty Organic Nail and Cuticle Oil. And this one is really cute because if you've watched my videos for a while, you will know that anything with a pipette I'm all over. I love things that have a pipette applicator. But it again looks like that, and you can just squeeze a little bit out onto your nail and massage it in. And then once you've kind of really rubbed it into your nails, I then push my cuticles back and make sure that there's kind of no jagged edges anywhere, and the cuticle oil really sorts that out. After I've done that, it's time to kind of go on to foot creams. Now for foot creams, there's a couple of different things I like for different reasons. Just as an all-rounder, if you don't have particularly dry skin and you want something that's just nice for maintenance, this is the Avon Footworks Berry Mint Foot Cream. This is really nice because it's really refreshing. It doesn't make your feet feel super pampered, but it is a really nice cream to just apply if your feet aren't in too bad condition. And then this one I really like, and this is the Seriously Good Foot Cream by L'Oreal. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right anyway, but this is really, really nice. It's very, very thick, and it's got that kind of very greasy, sort of very thick texture. That's the only way I can think to describe it, but it's just very luxurious, and it really, really moisturizes your feet. And then on areas like your heels where they can get really dry, I love this Viridine, I don't know how to pronounce it, Organic Calming Moisture Balm, and the packaging of this is absolutely gorgeous. You open the lid like that, and then it just opens up in kind of like a star shape, like that, with a pink. I think it's gorgeous, and it's got like floral patterns inside. The packaging is just amazing. But this is just a lovely organic balm, and it's very thick. It doesn't smell particularly nice, but it's only going on your feet, so it doesn't really, really matter. But I like to just apply this onto areas like my heels, and sometimes I get really dry skin kind of like near my ankles. Apply a little bit of that, massage it in, and then put a pair of really thick warm socks on and go to sleep like that. And in the morning your feet are just going to be in perfect condition, really smooth, really soft, and really lovely. And then when it comes to nail colour, last but not least, always use a base and top coat. I swear by the Sally Hansen ones. I know a lot of people like the Seche Vite ones. I just find them a little bit thick and gloopy. I much prefer Sally Hansen. And the three colours I've got here all happen to be by Essie, but this isn't for any particular reason. It's just that I've packed most of my other nail polishes, and these are the ones that I had left out because I was going to use them. But over here we have my favourite Essie one ever, I think, which is Jam and Jelly. And this is just a gorgeous blue toned pink. It's really pretty. It's great. It's great for a pedicure colour because it's kind of a little bit iridescent, but a very clear, very eye-catching colour. And then this one right here is Cute as a Button, and this is what I've actually got on my nails right now. I love this colour, really, really perfect for spring, and it just gives you that kind of pretty pop of colour in your toes. And then if you want something a little bit more subtle but still nice and summery, this is Penny Talk, and this is a lovely kind of rose goldy silvery colour. This looks amazing with a tan. It doesn't look as nice on me when I'm not tanned, but with a tan this looks amazing, and it lasts a really, really long time as well. So I always apply a base coat, 2 coats of polish, and then a top coat, and that will make my pedicure stay chip free for about 2 weeks, and then I'll kind of refresh it. Sometimes it can last even longer than that, but I just just like having a really perfect pedicure all the time. But that is it for this video. I hope you found it helpful and not too disgusting, but it is really, really important not to forget to pamper your feet. So let me know any tips and tricks that you've got on making sure you've got really sexy, lovely feet this summer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.